The whole situation with Mr. Tendernism and Destination Smokehouse is a great example as to why it is so important to remain visible when you're dealing with fucking thieves. Yeah, when people are stealing from you, copying you, which I feel like is happening a lot more, the first thing you feel called to do is to stop doing that thing in order to protect it. Even when you're dealing with narcissism, bullying, the first thing you feel called to do is hide. Here's why you cannot do that, because when something cannot be observed, it's as though it never even fucking existed. And that's exactly what the enemy wants. That's exactly what your enemy wants. They want you to not exist so that they can continue to get away with stealing from you. Because peep how Destination Smokehouse has stopped even posting Unk as much once they filed for that copyright, right? It wasn't until Keith Lee went to the restaurant and couldn't find him and thought that was weird, because it was. Why is the face of this entire business right now not in the front, shaking hands, walking around the restaurant? Because he was in the back being hidden. They were hoping that y'all would just forget about Mr. Tendernism so that they could continue to profit off of his image, likeness, and ideas. But also, once the truth came out that they have filed the copyright, Unc didn't get online bashing his ex-employer. He didn't spend time on here making a series about, every time they got into an argument. A lot of times when we peep that somebody is copying us or stealing from us or harming us, they're hurting us, we will get stuck ruminating on what they did to us instead of continuing to perfect our crafts, instead of continuing to heal. That's another way to steal from you, because now instead of showing up and continue to build and grow, you are still speaking on them. He continued to show up and be Mr. Tendernism, even though I'm sure he was really hurt. He continued to stay visible in the ways of which people fell in love with him for in the first place. Own your craft to the point where whatever you're creating is so original, so unique, that it becomes obvious when people are copying you. It becomes obvious when people are stealing from you. Crazy that we fear being seen or being visible when a lot of times that's the only way to be protected. It's the only way for God to send you help, guides, angels, lawyers, okay? The community that the enemy wants to trick you into believing you don't have by keeping you hidden.